What's up guys, my name is Kameding and today we are doing gun vs gun, a Dragonfang vs a Nykorev. Now I've been getting a lot of comments on my latest gun vs gun videos on doing Dragonfang vs Nykorev, as you guys can see right now. So I thought, why not give you guys what you want and do a little gun vs gun on a Dragonfang and a Nykorev battle of the raiding guns. Now, we're going to be doing these two guns a little bit different than we do most of the other gun vs gun videos, as usually what we do is we kill some zombies, shoot down a tree, blow up a car, and all of that stuff, shoot a player. But this time, we're not going to be doing any of that. The only damage test we're going to be doing is on a structure, birch structure right now. That is what we're going to be using it on, because you're going to only really be using these guns to raid. So I thought there's no reason to test this on zombies, because you're not going to really be shooting zombies, you're not going to really be shooting players. The only real thing is structures and which one is stronger against structures. So you guys can figure out exactly what the best raiding tool is. Now of course that's going to be the biggest deal breaker out of these two guns, but I'll also be showing off the distance, be showing off how fast each shoots, be showing off the reload time of each, and of course the timing ones, I'm not going to know exactly what it is because that's going to be within the editing software. So you guys will see what the time is, but of course I'm not going to exactly know. So I can't base my opinion off of that. But at the very end, I will show you guys my opinion. And well, let's see which gun is better, because I've heard rumors that one of these guns is stronger. We'll see if that's the case. Now, of course, first off, what I do want to say is the Dragonfang has 150 bullets. And, of course, the Nykorev has 200 bullets, 50 more. Of course, the Nykorev takes Ranger, low caliber, and the Dragonfang takes low caliber military. That being said, the more ammo you have of each one, that's the one you're going to want to use. If you have more military, use the Dragonfang. If you have more Ranger, use the Nykorev, of course. Now, anyways, we're going to finally go on to the structure damage. We're going to shoot each one until the health is at completely zero and broken. We're going to see how much bullets it took for each of these guns, and that's how we're going to test this off. So first off, let's test out the Dragonfang. Let's shoot this birch. Let's shoot this birch wall to completion, and let's see how much bullets are left over. And as you can see, the Dragonfang took exactly 24 shots to blow up, or not blow up, but destroy this birch wall. So 24 shots of the Dragonfang, let's see how much it takes with the Nykorev. If it's the exact same, it'll have 176 bullets left over. Of course, let's test this out. And as you can see, the Nykorev did the exact same amount of shots as a Dragonfang, 24 shots to break a birch wall. Of course, birch is the easiest to destroy, but I'm just here to show basically it's going to be equally proportional to all structures, lockers, metal walls, maple walls, metal pillars, metal floors. They're all going to be the exact same, so it seems like the Dragonfang and the Nykorev have the exact same structure damage. Now we're going to be testing the shooting time with the Nykorev and Dragonfang. I have 50 bullets in each gun. Of course, like I said, I'm not going to know the exact times of this. I can try to take a little estimate, but I'm not going to exactly know which is faster. You guys can see for yourself and make your own opinion. And now going on to the Dragonfang, let's test out the time to empty out 50 bullets. And from that, if I have to make my own opinion, it sure looks like the Dragonfang has shot a lot faster than the Nykorev. Of course, I can't tell exact times, but that is my guess. Now, in going on to reload time, I'm going to press the key R, of course, to reload my gun, and we're going to see how long it takes. We're going to do this, of course, with both guns and see which is faster. Of course, these aren't as big of a deal. Maybe shoot fast is a pretty big deal, but reload time isn't as big of a deal because the difference is probably going to be so small. But let's test it out. There's the Dragonfang, and for the Nykorev, let's see. And there's both of them. They both seem basically identical with reload time. Of course, you guys once again can see the times for yourself. I, of course, cannot. Now we're going to test the recoil of both guns just to see how it is and to see what grip you need to cancel out the recoil the best. So let's test the Nykorev. As you can see, it's kind of sporadically going there, but it seems like it went that way. Now let's try the Dragonfang right next to it. The Dragonfang seems a lot more diagonal. I'm going to put on a horizontal grip, but I think a vertical grip can possibly fix this. And for the Nykorev, I think a vertical grip is best, but I'm going to put a horizontal grip just for now, just because. And to control this recoil, I don't think it's hard at all. Watch. As you can see, it's very tightly packed. Of course, if you're shooting something down like a rifle rack, you're not going to be able to just auto-spray it. You're going to have to semi-click it. But the recoil isn't hard to manage, especially if you're just on a wall. Now let's look at the Dragonfang. I feel like the Dragonfang, although it looks a little worse, I think I just messed up. I think the Dragonfang feels, at least to me, a lot easier to manage the recoil. It might be because the Nykorev needs a vertical grip and I put a horizontal grip on it. That could be for sure the case, but that's just my opinion. Going on to the distance test, we're going to see how far the Nykorev and the Dragonfang shoot. That is, of course, in meters. Now, just a little disclaimer, of course, since these are rating guns, you're not going to really be rating a base from super far away. As you can see, the Nykorev goes up to 149. If you go back up, it's going to stop at 149, 150, you can basically say. The Nykorev has a distance of 150 meters. Going on to a Dragonfang, it's a little bit more. We can go back all the way to 174 or 175, of course, basically giving you 25 extra meters with a Dragonfang. Now the question is that really going to be needed? Is the 25 meter difference really going to affect anything? Probably not, as you're not going to be rating from long distance, as I already said. But anyways, I think I presented to you guys all of the statistics that I can basically do. You guys can, of course, come up with your opinion to yourself, but in my opinion, I don't think the two guns have really any difference whatsoever. Of course, distance is not going to be a big deal when you're rating, and I'm basing this whole opinion off rating, because that is what this gun is going to be mostly used for. Both of these guns. They're going to be used for raids, to blow up some lockers, to get through a little metal wall, anything like that. That's what these guns are going to be used for. That being said, structure damage is of course the most important, and as you guys saw, they both had this same amount of structure damage, both using 24 bullets to shoot down a birch wall, and of course equally proportional when you're looking at any other structure. Basically meaning it's going to be the same amount for a locker, same amount for a maple wall, same amount for a metal wall. I don't know if a lot of you guys knew this, because I've heard from many of my friends that they always thought that Nykorev was the strongest, and I went into this thinking that, because I never actually tested which is stronger. But as you can see, the damage is the exact same. So if you have both guns and you have to choose between the two, choose the one that you have the most ammo with, which could possibly be the Nykorev, as it has the 200 box clip. So if you find it spawned on easy mode, of course, you're going to have full 200 clips to destroy any structure you want. But of course, if you have a lot of low caliber military laying around, just use the Dragonfang. Basically, all that matters is the ammo that you have and how much ammo that you have, because both guns are the exact same, and I'm going to leave it like that. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to comment down below which you think is best and which would you use in a rating scenario if you had both to choose. Of course, also comment down below two guns that you want me to compare. And until next time, Twitter, Discord, Steam, and my Steam group in the description below. And see you guys later.